Are you listening? Damn.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm adding some glue at the edge of this river. So we can add more ballast or sand to it to, give it a much more realistic look. Anyway, before I did that, I went ahead and I blended the paint somewhat together, going outward till I got to a brown. But anyway, all glued. We're going to be using some of this. I can get it. Alrighty, I went ahead and sprayed it with some more of this. The mixture of Elmer's glue and water. Poor man's cement. But anyway, we'll let this dry again, and then we'll go ahead and coat it again with a little bit of gray or a little bit of brown. So, yeah, stay tuned. Alrighty, well, I just got back, and this is all dry now. This somewhat wet, but it is dry. What we are going to do is we're going to highlight some of these areas around the edge, and what we're going to use that for is, is white paint and a little bit of brown. What that will do is that will be using a technique called dry brushing. So yeah, let's get started. First up, get ourselves a napkin. Put just a little tiny drop of that on. Mix that with the white. I got paint all over myself. And then we just mix it up. Now what we're going to be using a technique, it is called dry brushing. For those that know how to dry brush, it's relatively simple. But those that do not, dry brushing is pretty much you take your paint, and then you take a paper towel, and then you clean off that paper towel and the excess residue. Yep, there we go. The excess residue is pretty much just dry from wiping it, and then you just sweep across, and that will pick up the highlights. So you can see right there, highlights are coming out. And now we are going to add water effect to our board now. So the water effect I'm going to be using is acrylic water. This is a two-part. It's pretty much 1-for-1. We are going to use that. Make sure you get yourself a good mixer. And for this, I want it to be somewhat of a murky type of river and pool, so we're going to add some of the dark blue to it. So let's go ahead. Actually, you know what? We'll wait for that. Just a little bit. Make sure you give a good shake. You'll want enough to cover the entire thing, so yeah. Remember, this is a 1-for-1. Right now I'm just trying to measure it. Yeah, one more. There we go. Alrighty. Close all these up. Make sure they're nice and tight. Don't want them to be leaking. Okay, now what we do, take the blue, and I'll run you just want that little dab right there. Okay. That looks about it. So what we're going to be doing, we're just going to be pouring it down. So alrighty, we are back. Went ahead and now that the clear resin is all dry now, I went ahead and put ceramic or saran wrap over it. And now I am using Scenic Cement made by Woodland Scenic. And what this is it's pretty much glue. So you can use like just regular Elmer's glue, but I find this works better, and I'm just spraying the entire coat over it. Alrighty. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using that flock that we made, or turf, whichever you want to call it, from the last video. We're going to start off with the darker parts. What we're going to do is we are just going to just do random parts of it. Alrighty, everybody. Well, it is now done, and I am fairly happy with it. The water effect is dry. Going to need to get more water effect because I got about 5 more of those that I need to do. And then I need to flip them around and just flock the other side, or turf the other side, whatever you want to call it, the same way I did with this. But anyway, that is how you make a battle board, and I hope this helps you guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, thank you for watching.